is 39, or 38, 39. 39 and 18 is 57. 57 and 18 is 75. No, that's correct. 18 plus 18 is 36. 36 times 2 is 72. So that's correct. And then those 4 make 76. So that's right. That is right. So what's wrong with this? So 18, 19, 20, 28, or 38, 39, 56. Oh no, 58. My mistake. It's 58 because it's plus 1. Dirt. Which makes 76. Okay, so 120, 39, 58. Or, in proper indexed fashion, 0, 19, 38, 57. I was thinking in that, I think, that mode. So we'll put that in now on top of those. 19, 38, 57. Okay, so if the value that you pull out of a randomized hat is any one of those 4 values, then we have to do the string. Actually, damn it, stop lagging, you piece of crap. Actually, we might not need to use it at all, though, because this is... No, we need to go A to I, string to int. Or... Yeah, not int to string, but string to int. And a toy doesn't actually work in this. Well, maybe... Let me see, maybe it does. Maybe there was some... A TO. No, A to I. Okay, no, yeah, so it does have the... But we had to put something extra in, I think. CSTD, OS, CSTD lib, I think. Both of those. You have to add because, that, well, I think it might, STDIO, I think, maybe what it is. Let's go back to, right down to here. And we can find it this way. I think, lib was for substring. And O was for... IO is for in out, and I think that's the one with a toy. No, it is stdlib. Never mind. IR to wronger. Or IR to wrong infinity. So std... all kinds of added things here. Was it STD or CSTD? I think it was CSTD. Again, let's go back to wherever it was that we had it in. Data system. Oh, right here, yeah. CSTD lib, yeah. Okay. CSTD lib. And that's what has the, that's what has a toy and I2A and all that stuff. Before, all you needed to add was nothing. Because it would just automatically, or not before, but in Visual Studio, you don't have to use anything because it automatically gets that stuff for some reason. And it does not here. I do not know why, but it doesn't. It is very annoying. Very, very annoying. So actually we don't need this part here is a number, well, yeah, A to I. A toy will fix this because it's actually a string going to a number, which is an actual number. So the only time we need to use this is when we're going to go with zeros. Or was... Maybe not, because maybe this is... No, because yeah, we didn't do zeros. We did it with I gotta find it now, but I know it's up here somewhere. Yeah, we did it with, okay, strings too, never mind. I guess we didn't need zero, insert those. So I am wrong just everywhere. We don't even need string stream. I am totally wrong. Wrongo Tommy Bullcrapper Sami. And no, I have no clue what the hell where that just came from. It just popped into my head for some reason. So we don't need any of this. And if it's any of these numbers here, we don't need it at all. So if SCRW value equals 0, or, because again we want to make sure we get each one of these, but only if it's one of them and not all of them at the same time, because you can't have all of them at the same time. 19 or 37, 8, 57. So if any of these or no, we don't need it at all, do we? Because again, we don't have to put them to ints because it's strings. What we have to do is if it's not these, that's what we need to be checking on, if it's not any of these. And in this case now, it should be AND, because we want to make sure that none of these, so if the value is not 0 and it's not 19 and it's not 38 and it's not 57, then continue. And if it is, then we don't need to use the we don't need to use it at all anyway, do we? Never mind. Because these are formatted into what they're supposed to be. So if it's a number, it's a number. Oh, no. There you go, yeah. If it's a number, it's a number. So, it's a string here, though. So, we need to change it into a number. So, this... No, that bad. We don't want to do that. That one's going to hold this value. We want that to be something else. Excuse me while I have major brain farts here, fixing things that I screwed up earlier. Although it's probably hilarious for you viewers here. So we don't need this. This is unneeded. Or, well, no, not necessarily. Let's change, well, if we change it to vint, then we have to change lots of things. But maybe we'll do that anyway, though. So, yeah, we'll do it this way. Int value. Whatever the marbled lands in. So back to here. This is correct. But in here, it's not. Do we even use... No, we don't even use this thing anywhere yet. So that... this anywhere. So other than there, so that's fine. Alright, so... change these to ands. And then change these to no's instead of yeses or equals. Change them to not equals. because we're looking for a value that's not any of those. The reason why I did it this way is because if we do it with the OR, if we have 36, if we have 19, that's not 0, and so since it's OR and any one of those being true will trip it, it'll go through it erroneously and we'll have major crap in our hands. This way we're saying, so if the value is not 0 and not 19 and not 38 and not 57, then go. So that means that the value is not any one of these four. With the ORs, it could still be tripped with the value not being... So if the value is 0, then this doesn't trip, but the next one will, because the value would not be 19, you see. So, and so on and so forth. We wouldn't get past these two technically, actually, because if it's 0, then it's 19. If it's not 0, then it would go anyway. Or rather, if it's 0, then we go to the next one, and if it's not 19, and like say it's 38, so no, then yes. Or rather, no, since if it was 0, no, I was right in the first place. If it's 0, then this is not true, or rather, yeah, this isn't true because CRW value is 0, and so if we go to 19, and since 0 is not 19, this is true. Other way around, you know, if it's not 0, or rather, if it's not 0, then just 0 goes. So you would never get over these two, and it would always produce erroneous stuff. So that's why you need ANDs. Again, taking a 2-minute explanation and making it an hour long, and helplessly probably confusing a bunch of people that are watching this. So now that we've established that all these values are not the value that this is, we want to take that value and split it. We want to do the same thing with strings, but we want to put it on a different value. So that's why we need to do this here. We also need to check. We also need to check for the range and all that, but we can do that with the actual scrwv int instead of doing it here. Just check the number and see where it lands at. So we have the value here, so we need to actually get the actual thing itself. So split, my great old friend split. I need to figure out how to actually use it again now. Where have I used it before? I know I used it somewhere in this. If maybe not this, maybe an older version. Maybe when I was I think I might have used split on the old save system. Well, I'm not entirely sure. I know I used it on some projects. Damn gnats. Let me see. Crap. Where is this? Alright, so need to find a C# project. Question is, are there any? Out here. Type. So we're looking for Microsoft Visual Studio or solution file. Here we go. Yeah. So something like this. Visual Studio solution file. SLO. Let's see. That's a Java file. We don't need Java, we need... this might be it here. No, it's more frickin' Java. This is SQL, an SQL thing. Might actually be access, so that's not what we want either. What the hell? I need a C# file. No, that's another. Well, that's a. This might be C#. Cannot be loaded. Oh, we probably have to, Actually, it's probably because it's nowhere in the Solutions projects folder. Let's pull out the forms code things here. Open them in TextPad. I realize it'd probably be easier to go look up online, but at the same time. Damn it, where are you? No, you're around here somewhere. Well, hell, I can't find it. Oh well, we'll go look online real quick. Maybe I have a... I'm gonna check one last thing. Maybe there's a thing in here for it. SQLite, no. Name fixing, no. No, nothing in there. Close it. Efficiency, that looks pretty. Why are all these idiots using custom stuff for something that already exists? Weird. Isn't it like string dot split? Let's just look for that. String dot split. Huh. Here we go with the split method. So, split string. Really? What the hell? There used to be something that I was using to do that. Yeah, string, yeah, this one here. String.split. So, string, split as string, words.split, new char. That's as Visual Basic though. See if we can find a better example. Let's see. String is identical split method in one of the C# since it's .NET. That's the one we were just on. Alright, C# then. That's interesting. So you have an array of characters, and you can just put in the delimiter characters. Cool. I think we'll do that. So, there used to be some like crazy crap you'd have to do to. Maybe I can piece it together. Let's do it on Visual Studio first, so we actually get the error checking. Since the code blocks developers are too pompous to add it in themselves. So, you get a string, so, do we have a string variable? B0, so we have B0. Equals B0 itself, dot split. Really? Maybe it has to be a capital S. This is weird. I could have. That's strange. I could have sworn there was a split thing for this. String. Oh, there has to be an array of strings. That might be what the. Well, no, I was just saying it wasn't existing at all, but that would be a problem with the code line if it was working. Damn. String, maybe it's string.split, or just string. Wish I could find one of the other things where I'd used it once before. Maybe I can find it on, let me see. Splits. So string dot. String does not exist. What the hell? How can string not exist? Because it's a lowercase string. Ah, yes. Okay, string dot split. Error name. See, type name is not allowed. String is not allowed. Alright, element 0. Dot split. Yeah, I need to figure out how I actually used this before, because I know I've used it for C++. Or maybe I haven't, I'm just totally tripping balls right now. Either is possible. Again, I'm smoking some really good crap, evidently. Maybe somebody poured Coke in my Coke. Funny story of that. Of course, I think most people probably know it already, but old Coke used to actually have cocaine in it. And we're talking really old Coke, like 50s Coke. Had cocaine in it. Well, there's substring. I know I've used that. Question is, let's see. Let's go back to C++ looking for split. Well, they said on the Danny webpage that there was a well, is this the... That's not where it was at. I think it was on one of the other ones. Anyway. So, substring. So, string stream str, while getLine stream word, boom, count word, n. Well, it doesn't save it to a variable to use though. Char str. So let's have a look at this again. String sub ISS. Huh. Sub str. So strange time. Good observation. So, for substring, you get let's see. So, a dot size minus 1, I plus 1, a2i, c print out. I see. That's right, yeah, substring works by going through the actual... So... Could we use... Here's a good question. Can we use substring to locate a... thing? In other words, like if we find a space, for example. So... New test time. It's always a fun time. I'm going to do substring test. Next, console empty, finish, and set to start. Close the rest of this crap. And add a main file. Alright, so include string, obviously. Include IO string using std string. I think that's all we need. Include. Alright, so int main blah blah blah. Alright, so let's get a string. So string s. I know, very creative. And we're gonna say just a bunch of weird crap in here. Bunch of just garbled typing stuff like would be generated when you see people typing on keyboards on television, because they're not actually typing anything that makes sense. Just a bunch of garbled crap. Usually, anyway. So, we got the string. Now I'm going to do substring. So if or for int I equals 0, I is less than now here's the thing, is substring 0 indexed? Really? That was me being a bastard, really. But what I say is true. And that's when I was trying to figure out how to auto-format code. Water under the bridge, though. So, I didn't look up what I was going to look up. Damn. Which was, let's see, history. Recently closed tabs. This one, yeah. Substring 0 indexed. We'll find out, I guess. If it crashes, we'll know that it's 0 indexed. Or if it doesn't and we get incorrect thing, we'll know that it's not 0 indexed. We want to go s.length, I believe. I++. And it'd be nice if there are pluses instead of ones. Okay, now if s dot substring sub str and I plus So now things don't go horribly wrong. This should work. Okay, so no crash, but didn't show anything either. Okay. So, let's see. Let's look up substring substr in conditional statements. Well, find, yeah, I guess you could use find. To find spaces. That's not really what we want to do either, though, because we just want to find what's after the... I mean, it could be useful for the first character, which could be R, B, or G. But, it's not useful for finding anything larger than one character. As far as I can tell. I actually do need the I plus 1. I actually had that wrong, didn't I? So maybe it isn't 0 indexed. Or maybe it just doesn't work in a conditional statement. Maybe if we go s2 equals s dot sub str I, and we check the s for what it is. That's obviously string, or s2, not the s. String s2. And not two s's, but s2. Yes, S2, 2 S's. God. Friggin' just losing my mind. Nope, still nothing. WTF. Let's see, A dot size minus 1. Is the length. Okay, so if we go I, then 1. Aha. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so progress. Now, we need to figure out how we can deal with that. I swear there's a way to split the strings right into and C++, just from what they were. I know I used them in some Java. Maybe that's what I need to go look up as Java. Java tests. Now, which one was it that I used it in? Bloody hell, I can't even remember that now. Maybe I'm beginning to wonder now if I ever have used it in C++. I could have sworn I had, but maybe not. Maybe I just remember using it in Visual Studio, which might have been for C#. Yeah, something like new character. No, I do use it. It's in database. Data system, whatever. It's the item type or name or whatever it is for items. Because we have to take the S off. Value here, this, yeah. Okay, no, so I do use substring. Okay. Huh. Or no, if equals S. No, yeah, see, yeah, that's it. Substring. Element 0, 1 character to total to look at. So we could use that for the RGB, but we need to figure out how to get the number of values, the rest of it, after the space. Well, it's going to be after the space, so we just say, I wonder if we could, let's see, that's something else we can test. Maybe we can do it this way. So we have a string, we have a value, and let's say this. Let's say we want to be able to get everything after that though. So let's do string s3 equals b. And so what I want to be able to do is essentially this. Let's get rid of that because we don't need it. Is to go, I'll do a string 2 here. So string 2 equals s1 dot substring 2, or rather, yeah, 0, 1. So the third character and 3. Then count. And then s2 equals same thing, 2, 3. Oh, we didn't do an end. I think it'll work though. We didn't do an end L on this one. Or this one. On either of them. Okay, cool. So it doesn't matter if there's no value that's after that. We can just use S3 to get that. Okay, sweet. Problem solved. After some craziness and just total tripping of many trips, I guess. Don't mind me, I'm just going half insane here. So, we want to take them, and we don't want to split it yet, though. That's the thing, that we don't want to split it yet. We want to wait until we get down here, because then we can do it with the color and all. If we did it before, then we lose the color, and we can't. We'll have to do something else up here, like so. If it's, we'll have to find out if the bet's a color, and then do all sorts of stuff here. So you know, it's screw it. Just get rid of this. Alright, so now we have this whole thing, the value for it, and once again, okay, so we have this. Now what we'll do is this. Now see, this should be, actually we did need to change this to int. So what we need to do here is essentially say we'll use the string thing anyway because we can just use it. So it'll be scrw string, or wv string, equals sv value. What is up with the freaking lag? Let me make sure we didn't go over bounds here. I'll just play client. Alright, we weren't. It was just being really stupid or something. You know what else I forgot to do is turn this back on. Damn. Turn my miner back on. Once again, derping till the end of derpness. And lucky miner is good. So, we want to go from the space, after the space, so 2 and 3. Actually 4, because we can have up to 4 zeros. Well, you know, well 2, no, just 2, because we won't be using the zeros this number, so only 2. And max. Now, we take the string and we convert it to an int, so A to I. So, SCRW screw int. That's what it's that's what it pronounces. Screw int equals the toy, and then the string, which is SCR screw string dot CSTR. Okay, and essentially that's what you just do with this. So now 0, all we need to do is this, because the 0 thing on the bet is a string, not a so 4 on this one. We also want to do string, but we only want to do the first one, so just 1 and 1 RGB. For type, we don't use that. We do. We whole shebang. Convert it to an int, and then we test the int to see if it's a even or an odd. Now the section and quarter will get in. Well, that shouldn't be 0. That's those later. But so. Let's finish first. That way we can go on to other things and do them correctly. Let's get these set up correctly. Tab. Okay, so so now we have the int version of the value from up here, and actually that's not even right anyway, because this still needs to be okay, so this will be rint 1. And then we'll get that to that value, which will actually be a string. So this will be no string, int. No int string, I mean. What the hell? Things are backwards again today. Or right now, I should say. Things have been all over the place today. Backwards and forwards and upside down and even bass-ackwards. So, string. So now we go the screw value, because we're screwed over. And I just put screw instead of SCRW. Equals let's see, SCRW wheel, yeah. Dot at rint 1 minus 1, because it has to be 0 indexed. So now this, let's see, get actual string value from vector. Alright, so now we got our string value. This now works properly because it's no longer an int, and it's not going to cause any problems. And this all works now. Correct. Alright, so we got a thing. So if we win, come down here and we say, alright, so if this number equals the number that the vector, then hooray, happy, hip hip, hooray, and huzzah, and all that trash, because you've won. And this is how many chips you get. And if it doesn't win, all the boo ha ha, brew ha ha, and boos and whatnot, because you know what, you suck, you lost. Essentially is what it is. Else, yeah, so essentially just the same thing here. Count for the beginning part. Count, instead of 1, we just say lost. And instead of this happening, so we need to check for the player again. Derp, derp, derp. Minus our bets. And then we need to check if SC chips is less than 0, just in case it does go below 0 when we're doing that. S equals 0. Make sure we set it to 0 in case. So if chips becomes negative, I don't know why, for whatever reason. Maybe there's a bug somewhere that causes it to happen. And same here. We didn't actually get to change this before I took a break. So we want to change this to do players dot. Oh, that's right. We're changing it so that it would be the BID. That's right. And we just do the BID because it's already -1 up there. So players dot at our bets dot at I2 dot BID dot update chips, I believe. Yeah, update chips. So update chips. How the hell did that happen? No, damn it, stop messing things around there. The amount of chips, which is I2 add. And the unhappy version, the sad face, not smiley face, sub. Good man. And I think we'll stop here for now because I'm totally just the cylinders, or rather one cylinder, as far as getting stuff done, and it's just going to cause so many bloody errors. I'm in no state to be coding right now. So, at least we got something done today. Hopefully I just power through all this stuff over the rest of the week so I can finish this by this weekend. Hopefully. Fat chance, and then I might have to extend it out another week or something, because the update mine just kind of screwed everything. Got needles in the wrong place, caused everything to just go into chaos and get slowed down and whatnot. Well, let's see what happens with that. Hopefully, even if you didn't find them entertaining, hopefully you learned something. Like before, it's the saying that you learn new things every day, so I learned that today. But if you have any comments or questions, leave them below in the comment section below, and we'd appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel. And I will see you next time, whenever that is. And now I gotta turn this thing off. Where the hell is it?